እንዴት ናችሁ የተከበራችሁ የዩቲዩብ ቻናል ቤተሰቦች? ይህ ኢትዮ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ኤግዚት ኤግዛም ሶሉሽን ሀብ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ነው። በዚህ ቪዲዮ የባንኪንግ እና ፋይናንስ ክፍል 2 የ2016 የካቲት ወር ላይ የነበረውን መጫ ፈተና ጥያቄ ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። ቪዲዮውን እስከ መጨረሻ እንድታዩ ሲጀምሩ ላይክ እንድታደርጉና ለቻናሌም አዲስ ከሆናችሁ ቻናሉን ሰብስክራይብ እንድታደርጉ ራቁኝ። ቀጥታ አሁን ወደ ጥያቄው ገባለሁ። የመጀመሪያ ጥያቄ
What makes electronic customer relationship management different from the traditional customer relationship management? A. Customer contact made through fax, retail store, and phone. B. Customer contact made through internet, email, and wireless. C. Implementation and maintenance is more expensive. D. Individual personalization requires program changes. So, ለዚህ ትክክለኛ መልስ ሊሆን የሚችለው the unique characteristics which makes this electronic customer relationship management different from that of the traditional one is the customer relationship is made or the customer contact made through internet, email, as well as this wireless. The other are not unique characteristics. They may be part of that of the traditional one also, but the unique characteristics which makes the electronic customer relationship management different from that of the traditional one is the one which is listed at choice B, which is customer contact made through internet, email, and wireless. The key difference or the basic difference between this the electronic customer relationship management and the traditional customer relationship management is that the channel, or it is based on the channel and technology used for customer contact and interact in the relationships between this. And the correct answer for this question is the unique characteristics which makes electronic customer relationship management different from that of the traditional one is the customer contact made through internet, email, and wireless. So here, in case of this electronic customer relationship management, it involves utilizing digital channels such as internet, email, mobile applications, and wireless communication for customer interaction, engagement, and service delivery. So this allows for more immediate and widespread communication with customer, enabling business to reach them wherever they are and at any time. So ይሄ ምንድነው ጥቅሙ? የትም ቢኖሩ በየትኛውም ሰዓት ፕሮዳክት ኦር ሰርቪሱ በቀላሉ ወደ ከስተመር እንዲደርስ ያደርጋል ማለት ነው። So in case of this traditional way, they are typically rely on more traditional channels such as face-to-face interactions, phone calls, and physical email. So while these methods are still utilized in this traditional one, the traditional customer relationship management, this electronic customer relationship management expands the range of communication options to include the digital platforms, enhancing the efficiency and reach of customer relationship management efforts. So electronic customer relationship management traditional ይለየው በምንድነው? በምንጠቀመው or service or product deliver ለማድረግ የምንጠቀመው ከከስተመር ጋር ኢንተራክት የምናደርገው through internet, email, and other wireless communication platforms. But the traditional case, the face-to-face or the silk, the phone call ሊሆን ይችላል፣ በዳይሬክት ኢሜል ፊዚካል ኢሜል ሊሆን ይችላል። በዛ ነው ኮሙኒኬት የሚደረገው። ይሄ ደግሞ it takes two time to deliver the product or to deliver the service. But in case of this CRM or electronic customer relationship management, it involves this utilizing the recent technologies such as this internet, email, mobile apps, and wireless communications for interacting with the customer as well as delivering the service also. So this makes this electronic customer relationship management unique from that of the traditional one. So the correct answer is B. B is the correct answer. Next question. What's discount rate or bank rate? A. The interest rate charged by the central bank for loan to commercial bank. B. The interest rate charged by banks for loans to depositors. C. The interest rate paid on government bonds. D. The interest rate paid on deposit by the bank. So the correct answer for this question is choice A. Choice A is correct answer. When you say this discount rate, it is also usually known as this bank rate. It is the interest rate charged by the central bank for loans to commercial bank. So this A is the correct answer for this question. When we say this, the central bank set the discount rate, which is the rate at which commercial bank can borrow funds directly from the central bank's discount window. And this rate serves as a benchmark for interest rate and the economy and influences borrowing and lending activities among the banks. And by adjusting this discount rate, central banks can influence the money supply, inflation, as well as this economic activity. So the correct answer regarding this discount rate definition is, this discount rate or bank rate is the interest rate charged by the central bank for loans to commercial banks. So this is the correct answer. Next, assume that your investment has 25% probability of return of minus 0.1, 15% probability of the return of 1.1, 35% probability of 0.1, and 25% probability of return of 0.25. And what is the expected return of your investment? A, 0.212, B, 0.228, C, 0.321, D, 0.111. So here we have given parameters, different given parameters as the probability of return, and we are asked to calculate the expected return of the investment, So similarly, ለዚህም mathematical analysis መስራት ስላለብን we have to do mathematical analysis for this. So here we have given parameters that the probability of return of is minus 0.1% is 25%. The probability of return of 1.1% is 1.1 is 15%. The probability of return of 0.1 is 35%, and the probability of return of 0.25 is 25%. So we are asked to or required or this the expected return of the investment is going to be analyzed. So how we can analyze this? To analyze this, we have to calculate this the expected return of investment. We have to multiply this the possible return by its respective probability, and then adding their result, their multiplication results. So here, to calculate this, we have to multiply each possible return by its respective probability and sum up the results. And the expected returns, they are given here. Here we have given parameters, they are given here. So minus 0.1, the probability of return of minus 0.1 is 25%, 1.1 is 15%, 0.1 is 35%, and 0.25 is 25%. So here the expected return is the first one 0.25 times minus 0.1 plus, that means this is the probability percent. So የመጀመሪያ 25% ነበር በማይነስ 0.1 የመመለስ ፕሮባቢሊቲ 0.25% ነበር። ይሄን ወደ ቁጥር ስንቀይረው 25 ነው የሚሆነው ማለት 0.25 ነው የሚሆነው። So 0.25 times minus 0.1 plus ይሄ 15% ነበር የ1.1 so 0.15 times 1.1 plus ይሄ በ0.1 ላይ ያለው 35% ነበር 0.35 times 0.1 plus 0.25 ላይ የነበረው 25% ነበር or በ0.25 የመመለስ probability 25% ነበር. So when we multiply this and add the values, we get this 0.237. So I think we have no exact value with this number. So when we take the rounded form, the correct answer is 0.228. So here we have 0.228. So this value is more close, approximately closer to the value that we have calculated from our analysis. So ትክክለኛ መልስ B ይሆናል ማለት ነው. Therefore, the expected return is 0.228 or 22.8% ማለት ነው. እንደዚህ ነው የሚሆነው. Next, which one of the following is not the result of the Bretton Woods system? A, fixed exchange rate system. B, managed exchange rate system. C, the World Bank. D, the International Monetary System. From this, which one is not part of or not the result of Bretton Woods system? So as you know from your courses, you know that what this Bretton Woods system states. So it is this system refers to the international monitoring framework established during the United Nations Monetary and Financial Conferences held in Bretton Woods, Bretton Woods town. And the primary goal of this Bretton Woods conference was to create a stable global monetary system following the economic turmoil of the Great Depression at World War II. So this system is developed during after World War II. Here there is key features of this Bretton Woods system. The first one is fixed exchange rate. The next one is International Monetary Fund or IMF. The third one is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and laterally or now it is known as the World Bank Group. So these are what the key features of Bretton Woods system. So from the listed one, the one which is not the result of Bretton Woods system is the first one, fixed exchange rate. This is part of this Bretton Woods system. B, managed exchange rate system. This is not part of this Bretton Woods system. The third one is the World Bank or C. In C, World Bank. This is part of the Bretton Woods system. The D, the International Monetary System. This is also another result of that of the Bretton Woods system. Therefore, the one which is not part of or not a result of that of Bretton Woods system is B, or the statement at B, managed exchange rate system, which is not part of this Bretton Woods system. So here, this Bretton Woods agreement did indeed result in the creation of fixed exchange rate, the World Bank, the International Monetary System. However, at B, this managed exchange rate system is not directly attributed to the Bretton Woods system, and the managed exchange rate system involves countries allowing their currency value to fluctuate within the range or band determined by the government or central bank, as opposed to that of being fixed or freely floating. So the correct answer for this question is managed exchange rate system or managed exchange rate system is not the result of Bretton Woods agreement or system. So B is correct answer. The next one, which one of the following call center service is best suited to retail banking customer relationship management? A, email campaign. B, lead generation. C, market research. D, telecalling. So from this, which one of this call center service is best suited for retail banking service relationship management? So the correct answer for this is also this telecalling. Telecalling involves direct communication with customer over the phone, which is a common and effective method for providing customer support, addressing inquiries, offering personalized assistance, and resolving issues promptly. And this direct interaction allows bank to build rapport with customer, understand their need, and provide tailored solutions, thus enhancing customer satisfaction and loyalty also. Therefore, this telecalling is particularly well suited for retail banking customer relationship management. The others, this email campaign, when we come to email campaign, this email campaign involves sending targeted marketing messages or communication to a list of recipients or customers via the email. And while this email campaign can be effective for reaching a wide audience and delivering promotion for offer for updates, they may not be the best choice for direct customer relationship management in the retail banking. So here, when we come to B, which is lead generation, it involves identifying and cultivating potential customers who have experienced or expressed interest in a product or service. While this lead generation is an important aspect of this customer acquisition, it may not directly contribute to customer relationship management in retail banking. And this lead generation effort typically focus on attracting new customer rather than nurturing existing customer relationship, which is the primary goal of this customer relationship management. And when we come to this C, market research, it involves this gathering and analyzing information about a market, including customer preference, behavior, and trend also. So while this market research is valuable for understanding customer needs and preferences, it is more focused on gathering insight rather than actively managing customer relationship. While this can involve customer relationship management strategies, this market research itself is not a direct customer relationship management system. Therefore, the correct answer for this is this telecalling. Telecalling is the best. So this for retail banking customer relationship management, the call center service best suited would be this telecalling. And this telecalling involves direct communication with the customer over the phone, which is a common and effective method for providing customer support, addressing inquiries, offering personalized assistance, and resolving issues promptly. And this direct interaction allows banks to build rapport with customer, understand their need, and provide tailored solutions, thus enhancing customer satisfaction and loyalty. Therefore, this telecalling is particularly well suited for retail banking customer relationship management. So the correct answer is D. The next, an instruction given to the paying banker to pay the amount checked through a banker only and not directly to the person presenting it at the counter is A. Endorsement, B. Crossing, C. Garnish order, D. Holder in due course. So the correct answer for this is, but the instruction given to the paying banker to pay the amount checked through the banker only and not directly to the person presenting it at the counter is this crossing. It is crossing, because this crossing is a check involves drawing two parallel lines across the face of the check, indicating that the check must be paid through a bank and cannot be cashed over the counter. And this instruction ensures that the payment is processed through the banking system and adding a layer of security and reducing the risk of fraud or theft. So this crossing is the instruction given to the paying banker to pay the amount checked through the banker only and not directly to the person presenting at the counter. So this crossing is the correct answer for this question. And when we come to this, when we come to this endorsement refers to the signature or other form of authentication on the back of the check, transferring ownership of the check to another party or indicating instruction for its payment. And this, when we come to garnish order, it is a legal order issued by a court that allows a creditor to collect a debt owed by debitor directly from the third party who owes money to the debitor. And it is typically used in situations where the debitor owes money to the creditor but has not paid, and the creditor seeks to recover the debt through the debitor's asset or income held by the third party. And when we come to this D, holder in due course, a holder in due course is a legal term referring to a person who acquires a negotiable instrument such as this check in good faith or value and without notice of any defect or claim against it. And a holder in due course has certain rights and protection under the law, including the ability to enforce payment of the instrument against the parties liable for it. And however, this being a holder in due course doesn't specifically relate to instructions the paying bank regarding the payment of the check. And therefore, the correct answer is B. Crossing this specifically addresses the instruction given to the paying banker to pay the amount of the check only through another banker. So the correct answer is this B. And next, the insured should not get profit from a covered loss, but should be restored to the initial financial position before the occurrence of the loss. This can be best explained by A, the principle of insurance interest, B, insurable interest, B, the principle of subrogation, C, the principle of indemnity, and D, the principle of contribution. So to answer this, we have to know that each principle is, when we say this, the principle of insurable interest, it is a fundamental principle in the insurance, stating that the insurance must have a financial interest in the property or person being insured. This means that the insured must suffer a financial loss if the property or person is damaged or lost. And insurable interest helps ensure that insurance contracts are based on genuine risk and prevent individuals from taking out insurance policies on properties or person in which they have no legitimate interest. And when we come to this, the principle of subrogation, it is the principle that allows an insurer, after paying a claim, to assume the insured right of recovery against a third party who may have caused the loss. And essentially, if the insurer compensates the insured for the loss, the insurer can then pursue legal action against any party responsible for causing that loss. And this subrogation helps to prevent the insured from receiving a double recovery for the same loss and allows the insurer to recover some or all of the claim payment to the insured. And when we come to this C, the principle of indemnity, the principle of indemnity states that the insured should not profit from a covered loss but should be restored to the same financial position they were in before the occurrence of the loss. In other words, this insurance is meant to compensate for the actual financial loss suffered rather than providing an opportunity for gain. And this principle ensures that the insured is neither better off nor worse off as the result of this insurance claim. And when we come to this D, the principle of contribution, the principle of contribution applies in case where the insured has taken out multiple insurance policies covering the same risk with different insurer. And in such situation, if a loss occurs, each insurer is only liable to contribute proportionally toward the loss based on the coverage provided by their policy. And this principle prevents the insured from recovering more than the actual loss suffered and ensures that each insurer plays their fair share according to the term of the policy. So when I sum up, all these principles are important in insurance, and the statement provided align best with the principle of indemnity as it specifies, address the concept of restoring the insured to their original financial position after covered loss. Therefore, here እዚህ ጋር የተጠየቅነው ምንድነው? የኢንሹራንስ ብዙ ፕሪንሲፕሎች አሉ። ከዛ ፕሪንሲፕሎች አንድ this insured should not ኢንሹራንስ የሚያገኝ ሰው ኢንሹራንስ የሚደረግለት ሰው በሆነ ችግር ውስጥ የሆነ ችግር ከማጋጠሙ በፊት ወደ ነበረበት ቦታ ሪስቶር መደረግ አለበት እንጂ ምንም አይነት ፕሮፊት ማግኘት የለበትም የሚል ፕሪንሲፕል አለ። ሶ ያ እንደዚህ አይነት አባባል ከየትኛው ኢንሹራንስ ፕሪንሲፕል ጋር ነው የሚሄደው? ሶ the correct answer is C. So in C, the principle of indemnity ምን ነው? አንድ ሰው ችግር ካጋጠመ ችግሩ ከማጋጠሙ በፊት ወደ ነበረበት ሰው ቦታ ያን ሰው መመለስ እንጂ ያ ሰው ሌላ በኢንሹራንስ ምክንያት or በኢንሹራንስ ኬዝ ሌላ ጥቅማ ጥቅም ማግኘት የለበትም እንደማለት ነው። for example አንድ ሰው 1 ሚሊዮን የሚያዋጣ ችግር ካጋጠመው ወደዛ ቦታ ወደ 1 ሚሊዮን or 1 ሚሊዮን ነው ለሱ ገዛ መደረግ ኢንሹራንስ መሰጠት አለበት እንጂ 1.5 ሚሊዮን የሚሰጥ ከሆነ ያ ሰው ፕሮፊት አግኝቷል ማለት ነው። so that is what the principle of indemnity. Therefore the correct answer for this choice is this question is choice C. The insured should not get profit from a covered loss but should be restored to the initial financial position before the occurrence of the loss is related with the principle of indemnity. Next, which one of the following software predict, measure and interpret customer behavior, allowing companies to understand the effectiveness of this electronic customer relationship management efforts across both inbound and outbound channels? A. Customer complaint management software. B. Customer analytical software. C. Customer feedback generating software. D. Customer information management software. The customer analytical software is the software which is used to perform these activities. So this customer analytical software is designed to predict, measure and interpret this customer behavior, providing valuable insights to companies regarding the effectiveness of their electronic customer relationship management as well as efforts across both inbound and outbound. So the correct answer for this question is choice B. Choice B is the correct answer. When we come to this, the others in A, there is customer complaint management software. This type of software is focused on management or managing and addressing customer complaint effectively, and it helps business track, prioritize, and resolve customer complaint effectively, and ensuring that the customer receive timely response and satisfactory solutions to their issues. While this customer complaint management software is important for maintaining customer satisfaction, it typically doesn't focus on predicting or measuring customer behavior across inbound and outbound channels like customer analytical software does. And this, when we come to C, customer feedback generating software, this is a software which is designed to collect, analyze and interpret feedback from customer, and it includes tools for conducting survey, gathering customer opinion and monitoring customer sentiments across various touch points. And while this customer feedback is valuable for understanding customer preference and improving product or services, this type of software may not necessarily focus on predicting or measuring customer behavior in the same way as that of this customer analytical software, which is this case at choice B. And when I come to this choice D, customer information management software, these softwares aimed at managing and organizing customer data within an organization, and it includes features for storing customer information such as contact detail, purchase history, and interaction records. And while this software is essential for maintaining a centralized database of customer information, it may not have the advanced analytical capability required to predict, measure, and interpret customer behaviors across inbound and outbound channels like this customer analytical software, which is at B. Therefore, while all softwares play important role in customer relationship management, customer analytical software is specifically designed to predict, measure, and interpret customer behaviors across various channels, making this it best fit for understanding the effectiveness of electronic customer relationship management efforts. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is customer analytical software is the best software to predict, measure, and interpret customer behavior, allowing companies to understand the effectiveness of electronic customer relationship management efforts across both inbound and outbound channels. Therefore, the correct answer is B.
ቤተሰቦቼ እስከ መጨረሻ ቪዲዮውን ስለተከታተላችሁ አመሰግናለሁ። ፓርት 3 ኦር ክፍል 3 ቪዲዮ በቅርብ ይዤላችሁ እመጣለሁ። በዚህ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ላይ ጠብቁኝ። መልካም የማውጫ ፈተና ዝግጅት ጊዜ እንዲሆንላችሁ እመኛለሁ። አመሰግናለሁ።